So in this video, we are going to learn how to add Paperform responses in MongoDB. Let's say you have created an online form using Paperform, and the form responses which you are receiving, you want to add these responses in your MongoDB database. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. So in this automation, as a new form response will be received in Paperform, with the same details, we are going to create a record and add those responses in MongoDB. Now, if you want to learn how you can set up this complete automation all by yourself, for that, you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is the form which I've created using Paperform. And this form is to capture some leads for my real estate business with the users or leads details. Now I want that whenever I receive a new form submission, I want to add the same form responses as a record in my MongoDB database. Now to do this, we have to connect this Paperform with MongoDB. And we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration platform to do so. Now to get started with Pabbly Connect, you will get a free sign-up link in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. After creating your account and coming to this dashboard, we have to create an automation workflow over here. For that, just click on this Create Workflow button and give this workflow a name. I'll name it as Paperform to MongoDB. You can basically give any other name as per your choice. Then just select the folder of the Pabbly Connect account in which you want to set up this automation and click on Create. And as you click on Create, here you can see the workflow will open in front of us. In this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger step. Now the idea here is, first we are going to connect the form which we have created using Paperform with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. So that whenever we receive a new form submission, whenever we get a new lead using this Paperform, automatically the form responses will be received inside Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow will trigger. It will start. Then after that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to send the details of the same lead and add it as a record in our MongoDB database. So let's see how it is done. Here in our trigger step, in Choose App, we will just search for Paperform and select it. After selecting Paperform, in Trigger Event from this drop-down, select the trigger event as New Form Submission. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. And using this webhook URL, we are going to connect the form with Pabbly Connect workflow. And to add this webhook URL in our Paperform, we just have to follow the instructions given below over here. Just copy the webhook URL from here and go to the form which you have created in Paperform. After coming here, we just have to go to this section of After Submission and from this drop-down, select Integrations and Webhook. After coming to this Integrations and Webhook page, we will scroll down and you can see this option of webhooks over here. Just click on it and click on this Add Webhook button. Paste the exact same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us and here in Trigger On from this drop-down, select New Submission. After selecting this option, just click on Create. And as you click on Create, here you can see this webhook URL is added in the form which we have created in Paperform. And now whenever we are going to receive a new form submission, a new response in this form, automatically the same form responses will be received inside Pabbly Connect as well. And here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, you can see it is showing us waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to capture some response of a new form submission from Paperform. So let's do it. I'll just go to the share section, copy the link of this form and open it in a new tab. And we are going to make a dummy form submission over here. Let's see, the name of the person is demo user. This is the email address. Then this is a dummy mobile number. After entering these details, it is asking us for the preferred property type. So from the drop down, let's say I'm selecting the property type as apartment and it is looking to move in 1 to 3 months. And if we have any questions over here, we are asking the users that do they have any questions over here. So users can enter any message or any questions which they have. Let's say I'm going to enter a dummy text as we are setting up this automation. Just some dummy text over here. So we have entered the details of a test lead, a dummy lead. Now let's click on Submit. And as we click on Submit, using this form, just now we receive a new form submission in Paperform. And because we have connected this form with Pabbly Connect, we will see in our Pabbly Connect workflow as well, in this trigger step, we have received the response. And in this response, you will get the details of the exact same form submission. Here you can see the same duration, time duration, which the user has selected to move in. Then we'll scroll down further. Here you can see the same property type which we have selected while making the form submission. We have the same mobile number. Also after that, you can see we have the same email address. And then we'll scroll down further. Here you can see the same last name. Then we have the same first name and rest of the details as well. So in this way, we have received all the responses of form submission from Paperform inside Pabbly Connect. After receiving these responses, what we have to do? We have to send this same form responses to MongoDB. Now to do this, we will just scroll down, come to this Actions tab, and here in Choose App, we will search for MongoDB and select it. After selecting MongoDB, here in Action Event from the dropdown, select the action event as Create Record. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here, we have to connect our MongoDB account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the connection string from our MongoDB account. And it is something like this. Now to get the connection string, first we'll go to a MongoDB account and we have to add the IP address of our current system, our current PC from which we are setting up this automation. So we will just scroll down from the left sidebar, go to Network Access, and under Network Access here you can see a list of IP addresses over here. Click on this Add IP Address button, select Add Current IP Address and click on Confirm. And as we click on Confirm, here you can see the current IP address of my computer has been added over here. Let's wait for a few seconds to change the status as active over here. And it is done. So the IP address is added and is active right now. After this, what we have to do, from the left sidebar, we will go to clusters. And after coming to clusters, this is the particular cluster which I want to connect with Pabbly Connect, in which we want to add the data. After this, just click on this connect button. And after clicking on connect over here, we have to basically see or get this connection string, as you can see over here. So this is the connection string of this MongoDB cluster which I have created in my account, in which we want to add the details, add the record or the form submission. We will just copy this connection string from here and go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Now after pasting this connection string, as it is mentioned over here in the help text below, we have to enter the username and password of our MongoDB project, and also we have to enter the name of the database in which we want to add the details. So the username is added over here. Let me just enter the password of my MongoDB account, my MongoDB project over here as well. And after that, here after .NET/ and before this question mark, we have to enter the name of the database in our MongoDB account in which we want to add this record, in which we want to add the form responses. So what we are going to do, I'll just go to my MongoDB account over here. We'll just go to collections which we have created and select the name of the database in which we want to add the data. So this is the particular table over here, or this is the particular collection named as real estate leads which I have created, in which I want to add the Paperform responses. And this particular collection is created in this database named as PCBase, as you can see over here. So this will be the name of my database, MongoDB database, which we have to enter in this connection string. After entering the name of our database, our username and password, just click on Save. And as we click on Save, you will see our MongoDB account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, the first thing it asks us is the collection name. That what is the name of the collection in which we want to add this data, add these form responses. So in this database, PCBase, we have this collection named as real estate leads. So we have to enter the exact same collection name over here. So I'll just copy the collection name and paste it over here. After pasting this collection name, here it is asking us for custom JSON or custom data. Now here we have to create a JSON body of the record of the data or the details which we want to add as a record in MongoDB. Now if you are familiar with JSON body, you can just create a JSON body like this for each and every form response, for each and every field which we have created or whose response we have received from Paperform. Or if you're new to JSON body, or if you don't have any experience with JSON body or creating JSON body, then don't worry, you have an easier option as well. We'll come to this custom data field and we will just turn this mapping button on and clear the default response. And all the keys, all the details which we want to add in our MongoDB database, in this way, by separating it with comma, we have to enter all the keys over here in this custom data field. Like the details of form submission which we want to add in MongoDB is name. Then we want to add email. So after a comma, we will add email. Then we have received the mobile number. So after a comma, I'll write mobile number over here. mobile number. Then we want to basically enter the details, like for example, the next field which we had in our form which we have to enter is the property type. So I'll write property type. Then we'll add a comma. The next field which we want to add is moving duration over here. So I'll enter the next field as moving duration. And the last field which we had over here is of a message over here, which the user is going to enter. So these are the details. These are the fields of our form which we have created in Paperform over here. For these fields, we want to add the data in MongoDB. So we have entered all the keys, all the labels separated by comma in this custom data field. Now, after entering these fields over here, as we click outside this box, you can see automatically within seconds, all of these keys will be added as fields over here below that. So we have the field for name, email, mobile number, property type, moving duration, and message. All the keys which we have entered over here are added as field. And whatever data or whatever form responses we have received for these fields from Paperform in the trigger step, here from the trigger step responses, one by one, we have to send all of these responses, all of these details to this MongoDB action step and add these details into their respective field. Like the first field which we have is of name. So we have to basically add the response of name which we have received from Paperform in the trigger step to this MongoDB action step. And to do this, we are going to use a process called mapping. And the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field of name, and here from this drop down, select the response of the name of the person. So we'll just scroll down over here, and here you can see a list of all the responses of a form submission which we have received from Paperform. Out of all of these responses, I'll select the response of the first name and it will be mapped. Then we'll add a space and map the response of last name as well. And the details are mapped over here. We'll follow the same process of mapping for rest of the fields as well. Like here, we are going to map the response of email address. Then we are going to map the response of mobile number, phone number over here. So here it is. Then we are going to map the response of property type. The selected property type was apartment. Let's map it. Then it is asking us for the moving duration. So let's select the duration as well. And the message too. So let's map the response of the message which we have received. So in this way, all the responses of a form submission which we have received from Paperform, we have mapped all of these responses, all of these details into their respective fields. After mapping all the details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. And as we click on Save and Send Test Request, here we can see that we are going to receive some response. And the response is received. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, basically the form responses which we have received from Paperform, are now added as a record in our MongoDB database. So let's check it. We will just go to MongoDB and refresh this page once. And yes, here you can see that the same details of form submission, the same record for the same fields of form submission are now added as a record in MongoDB. We have the same name which we have entered while making the form submission. We have the same email, mobile number, same property type, same moving duration, and same message. This means this automation which we have created between Paperform and MongoDB using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. Now after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. For that, we'll go back to the form which we have created using Paperform. We'll refresh it and we are going to enter the details of another test lead. Let's say the name of the person this time is test user. This is the email address. Then this is another dummy mobile number which we are entering. The property type this time is, for example, a villa. And the moving duration is immediately. The message is, for example, we are testing this automation. This is the message. This is a text message which I'm entering over here. We are testing this automation. After entering all of these details, let's click on submit. And as we click on submit here, you can see just now in Paperforms, we have received a new form submission, a new response. And we will see instantly within seconds, using this Pabbly Connect automation, the same responses will be added as a record in MongoDB. So let's refresh this page once. And yes, here you can see that test user, the same person's form responses are immediately added as a record in MongoDB. We have the same name, same email, same mobile number, same property type, same moving duration, and same message as well. This means this automation workflow which we have created in Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing. You'll find a clone link of this exact same automation workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can just clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can just do it for absolutely free.
So if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, or if you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can always write us in the comment box below or email us at support@pabbly.com. Also, you can post your queries on our forum as well. And if you want to check the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.